Hello my sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope that this video finds you all doing amazing, and I hope each and every one of you are doing very well. If you are new here, my name is Mia and I absolutely love to create home decor that is budget friendly and easy to do, and using Dollar Tree items or thrifted items and stuff like that. So I hope you would consider joining me by hitting that subscribe button if you like what you see here on my channel. And without any more talking, let's jump right into the first DIY. And I am going to be using this leftover frame piece that I have gotten from Dollar Tree. And I don't have the actual frame part of it because I used that for another DIY a while back. So I'm just going to be using what's left of it. And first I'm going to give these framed little paper piece a coat of some black chalk paint because I don't like it in this brown color. So I'm just going to do that and let that dry. Now that we have that nicely painted and dry, I have here some air dry clay, and what I'm going to do with that is I am going to create the frame for this piece. And I am going to just take a fair amount in my hand, and I am just going to roll it out into a snake sort of form, and then I'm going to let that dry overnight. Once that is dry, I will then give them a coat of this very beautiful antique color spray paint, and you just have to keep rolling it until it's the length of each sides of the paper or glass, and that will create your frame. And guys, I want to create some texture to this clay, so that way when it dries up it has a nice texture to it. And I'm just going in with the pencil and I am just poking little holes, not too deep, just little dots on the top, and I will do that to each one of these pieces, so each side, and that will give me a nice little texture. Once we have all of our pieces, I am gonna then take each piece and I am gonna hot glue down each corner down, so that way everything stays intact and I don't have to worry about them moving around. So I will hot glue everything together, and then I will also hot glue these florals that I just picked out to my liking, and I'm going to hot glue those down into each little framed section of the black part, and that is going to create a pressed plant look, and I really love how it turns out. So yeah, you can just place down any florals that you like of your choice, or just greenery. Anything really would look beautiful in here, and it's very easy to do. All you have to do is just hot glue it down. Now I just want to add the glass back on, and before I do that I am just going to give it a nice good clean, wipe it down with some Windex, and then I'm just going to do the same thing as I did to the papers. I'm going to hot glue it down on the four corners, and the reason why I'm doing it this way is because obviously I don't have the frame. If I did, I would have just easily used the frame, so I would just hot glue it down, and then the framed part of it I made with the air dry clay, and we will take that and we will hot glue that down to the glass. And the only thing that's tricky with air dry clay is that it depends on how you roll out your piece, but mine's they weren't too thin, but they were a bit thin where they just were easy to break. So they broke on me twice, and that sucks. So I had to glue them back together, and it all worked out in the end. But just keep that in mind that whenever you do roll out your clay, try to make them a bit thicker than than what I did, because if not, it'll just tend to break easy, and you don't want that. So yeah, just roll them out a little bit thicker. That way they are, much sturdier to support itself. And yeah, so that is all we do for this DIY. And here is what that turned out like, friends. I think this is super beautiful. I really love that rustic gold accent color. And I just love how it came out overall. It just looks super clean and modern looking, but also like almost antique-ish, not really like super modern, but it has a nice look to it, and I really love it. And I love how the markings that I did with the pencil, it looks really good once it's all together. My daughter actually said that it looks like actual sticks, and like I didn't make them, so that is good. And yeah, guys, let me know what you think of this DIY. And guys, before I jump right into the second DIY, I want to talk a little bit about today's little hop. I am joining in with these beautiful and talented ladies so that we can come up with some summer DIYs and to inspire you all. And I'm sure you will get a ton of inspo because these ladies are super talented. And we have Rebecca from Rebecca Virginia DIY, Jamie from Simple Roots Simple Living, Sandra from DIYs at the Showman's Nest, and of course myself. And I will have the next person in this little circle in my description box, so that way you can go over to their channel and check out what they created for you today. And in their description box, they'll have the next person, and then so on until you come back to me. And that will be it, guys. I hope that you will check them out. So moving on to the second DIY, I have this wire wheel that I picked up at Dollar Tree, and with just some force I just bent it back and forth until it broke in half. And I only need the half part because I am going to be creating a wall hanging bicycle, just like I'm probably sure you've seen it, a bicycle hanging, wall hanging that You can place a basket in front as well and place whatever you want, and it is super cute. And I have been wanting to do this for a while, and so I am so excited to show you guys how it turned out. And so now I am just fixing the wire that seemed to have came apart off of the center there. So I'm just hot gluing it back into place. And guys, for the structure of the bicycle frame, I am going to be creating it using some sticks that you can find outside anywhere. Just get pieces that look like parts of the bicycle. I would say, just like the handles and stuff like that. But it's very easy to make, and all I do is just pick out sticks that I like, and I just start creating from there. And it doesn't have to be entirely perfect. I do want this to look a little bit rustic and, you know, more like it was handmade. So I do just pick out sticks that I have here in this bag, and I just hot glue the pieces together and also tie it with some jute string, so that way I can make sure that it is super secure. Then guys, I found this piece of stick, and I thought it was the perfect piece for the top where the handles would go. It has the perfect arch and everything, so I really love that. And so that is what I'm going to use for the top handle part. And then I'm also going to hot glue two littler sticks, that way I can put them on each end, and those would be the actual handles. And again, I'm just hot gluing everything together and then tying everything together as well with some jute string to give it that extra stability. And you can see the vision coming to life. I really love how it's turning out. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give this entire thing a coat of black spray paint, or you can choose any color of paint that you like, and I am going to just let that dry for a couple hours, or you can do overnight. And then here is what that will look like, and I really love it 10 times better now. It just ties in all together nicely. And now all there's really left to do is add the basket, and the basket that I am going to use is from Dollar Tree. And I am going to first then also use this little bag from Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna cut it in half, so that way I can use the plain side to put inside of the basket, and just to like give it a I'm not sure what you call it, like the bag inside the basket, so that way nothing will fall through or anything like that. So that is what I'm gonna do. Super easy and simple. Just cut the bag in half, then place it down in there, pushing it down, and then hot glue all of the edges to the rim of the basket. And then to attach the basket onto the bicycle, I am just going to attach it from the back. I'm going to tie it from the basket onto the stick, and that way it'll be perfect and it'll hold it fine. And I will also place hot glue onto the knots, that way it can give it some more stability and it'll be good to go. And then that is it for this DIY. And all you have to do is fill up your little basket with whatever you like. And I just put some really cute florals, some eucalyptus, and some florals that I got at Dollar Tree. But you could also put whatever you want, of course. Or honestly, I thought it would be really cute to also like place little lemons, if you would have this in your kitchen or something like that, and that will be super cute. But yeah, you guys, that is it for this DIY. Please let me know what you think. I really love how it turned out. It is super beautiful and I am super proud of this piece. I really love it. I hope you do too. Now friends, for the third and final DIY, I'm going to be using this Dollar Tree sign, and I am just going to be remodeling it, making it more me. And first off, I'm just going to take off the little jute hanger, and then I am going to give this a nice good sand down, taking off all of that glitter. And then once I do that, I will give it a nice coat of some white chalk paint. I believe I gave it about 3 coats to cover up the colors really well. That's in the back there. So I gave it about 3 coats, let that dry. And then once I did that, I came in with some yellow paint for the lemons. And I just paint the lemons as they are, you know, it's natural color with yellow, and mixing in some brown paint into the yellow. That way I can create a little bit of a darker shade. That way I can go around the rim of the lemon and make it a different shade of yellow, and it could really make it pop. And so that's what I did to both of the lemons, and I also used the same color to create the lines of the lemon that was originally on there as well. I can sort of see the shadow of it, so I'll just follow that. And then once I do all of that, I will take a black permanent marker and I will just trace, or outline rather, everything that I did. That way it can come more alive and look way better, and I really love how that looks. Then guys, I have these sticker letters that I got from Target Dollar Spot a while back. And I am just going to spell out the words homemade iced tea, and I am going to place down a ruler so that way I can get them as straight as possible. And once I do that, I will also place down Mod Podge as soon as I'm done everything, so that way I can ensure that the letters will not come off. Now guys, I have this cute little stencil that I got from Target Dollar Spot, and I am just gonna dab some black paint onto there, not making it too perfect because I do want this to look like a rustic sort of label with the homemade iced tea lettering. And then that will be it for this DIY. All I did extra was just wrap around jute string on the top of the lid where the jar is and create a small little bow. And also I just with the same black permanent marker that I used for the lemons, I just outlined the entire thing and made a cute little detail for the handle. And then I just hot glued a little price $1 sign that I had. And that is it. Super simple and very cute upscale, guys. And I really love how this came out. And I hope you love it too. Please do let me know which DIY was your favorite from today. And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. And guys, don't forget to check out the lovely ladies that I am joining in with today. I'm sure you would love their DIYs and you will get a ton of inspo. The next person in this little hop will be in my description box, and I will also have all of the links to all the other ladies as well, so you can check them out. So yeah guys, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.